And we're live. We're doing it live. We're doing it live, baby. Make sure y'all follow the road and like and sub. Because it's a lot of fun. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday so far. Happy Tuesday, morning, evening, whenever you're watching, however you're watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. I love all the views. I love all the likes, the interaction, everything that we've been getting with these last few shows that we've been doing. It's great. I love it. You know, I hope that I really hope that y'all are enjoying it, like I said. And once again, tonight I am joined by my lovely, lovely wife, Kimberly. Oh, hold on, baby. I think I still got you muted. There we go.
Hello.
Hey,
I
beautiful.
unmuted.
Yeah, you're unmuted now.
Thanks,
You may
babe.
speak.
Right? Get it.
Appreciate that. Like, wouldn't that, man, that would suck. That would suck to be like that. But tonight we got a fun show for y'all, because this is one of those shows that I love doing. I guess you could say that I'm kind of cynical in this way, but I love it whenever people make a career out of professionally bullshitting you and stealing your money and promoting a fucking lie, and then it just blows up in their face so gloriously. It is like I mean, people can call me sadistic, whatever, but man, I love it. I do. I love it. So, one of the first big stories that we're gonna get on is Liver King. And if you don't know who this is, whenever I get into it, I'll give him a little bit of context. But yeah, he's a guy that, you know, if you're not like under the age of like 22, 23, like he is obviously and blatantly on steroids. You know, if you're not like a young, naive like kid, or
If you don't know anything about, if you know anything about steroids, you can clearly see that he is on.
even like if you just know about the fitness industry
Right.
in general, you could look at this dude and be like, wait.
Right. It's like, that's not right. There's something going on there that is not right.
Like, bro, there's built different and you're built like real different. You know?
I'm still not convinced about the abs. Still not.
Their
I don't know.
implants. You think of the implants?
I do. They look some of them. Okay, I know people are just or whatever, like body parts are like different, but
Especially abs. Abs are pretty different on everybody.
But I've never seen abs like that.
No.
And they look, I don't know, they just look funky. Like it doesn't look natural.
No,
and
his abs don't look natural at all.
I don't know, like if it is because of the steroids and that's the reason why that they look like that. Okay, I don't know, because I know he's strong. I've seen his workouts. I know what he can do. But I don't know. That just looks it just looks unhealthy.
Yeah, it really does. Like the way they you can blatantly tell. You know, just a little bit of context here. I am a type 1 diabetic for almost 20 years. And that's also too why it's like, yeah, you can't really bullshit me, bro. Because from a very young age, I had to understand like food, what food did to my body, how it broke down, what it did all the way down, not just breaking down as far as like macro levels, but I have to pay attention to how this affects my insulin levels, because that affects your hormones and it can affect your sleeping habits. And it's just like an amalgamation of things. So I've understood the body really well. And I've always done resistance training since I started resistance training whenever I was probably like a year or two before I got diagnosed with diabetes. And then once I did get diabetes, I took it a lot more seriously, because the doctors told me how my bones would, how they would get less dense, and my joints would suffer and all that stuff. So I took resistance training a lot more seriously, and it's one of my favorite things to still do to this day. I mean, you know, I've personally trained people since I was young, you know, and then I guess you could quote unquote like call it like professionally train people.
I mean, you were paid and you made a huge difference. And I mean, at least one couple's life, because we had went to barbecues with them, and they loved you. You know, so I mean, no, you were a professional.
Yeah, I mean, and I did that for what, like 2 years
Yeah.
while I was teaching at
Uh huh.
Crosby.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I professionally taught people. So like when I see someone like Liver King, like red flags like instantly go up in my head, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, there is like that 1% that you do run into, and I've seen some 1% guys.
Right. Right.
Like there's just some dudes that are you're built different, bro.
We have some at our gym. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's some at our gym that I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm not gonna say they're 100% natural. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But they're huge.
Yeah, but they're not like built like Liver
No,
King.
no,
They're
no,
not built
no,
like that.
not at
They're
all.
thick.
Yeah, they're just
They're thick.
Yeah.
But he is he's a different breed. So that's going to be a lot of fun to get into, especially if you don't know what he looks like, who this is. I strongly suggest that you go and like look him up right now. Just some like Google images or something.
He is a character.
He is a caricature in himself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's crazy, man. He cracks me up. He cracks me up. But the other story that we're gonna get into is Yee or Ye or Con. I know him as Kanye.
He's Kanye.
He's Kanye.
Like,
Kanye
I don't know.
West.
I don't even get. I guess he's rebranding. I don't know. He's Kanye. That's his name.
Wasn't he like Yeezus too?
He's been a lot of things. He's kind of like how what's his Diddy? How he's like P Diddy, or wasn't he like math? Like, I don't know. He had like some.
He was like Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy. Yeah, he was Puff Daddy. The P Diddy.
Sean P Diddy. Combs,
yeah, Combs. Like
Sean Combs.
He has changed his name so many times, so I feel like he's kind of the same.
Yeah, like Kanye. He's just going through it right now, man.
I know.
He's going through some stuff right now, and it's just he's just such a big celebrity, and he's so in the focus of the public's eye, and like with what he has been medically diagnosed with and all that. Like I feel for him because he's really going through some stuff,
right?
And it's public. Like he's working through shit
right.
that he needs to work through behind closed doors.
Right. Like we have seen this man go through like all the stuff with Kim, through the divorce, the custody, seeing Kim and whatever that Pete was.
Oh,
Pete? Was it Pete?
Yeah, Pete.
I don't know.
Pete.
Whatever. That little relationship she had with that dude. And like, I don't know, he's gone through a lot, and then all of his sponsors dropping him, losing his shoe companies, all this stuff. He's gone through a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because to sit there and say, because I mean, like, especially the Adidas thing,
yeah,
like that's what like, really, really launched him into the billionaire status that he is.
Because everyone loved those Yeezy shoes, man. They were like,
they still do,
dude, and they were like going for thousands of dollars, weren't they? For like, okay, I'm sorry, like I'm not a fan of the clothes or the shoes. His style, I don't like it at all. They're ugly.
Fugly.
I never understood why somebody was paying like $1,200 for these things. I never understood it.
Yeah, it was like people be like, "Get your shoe game on point." Like, fuck, I want to play the game. Right. That's the fucking option.
That is not the game I want to be on. Sorry.
That ain't game for me, bud.
Nope.
I ain't the one. But like, for even for him to say, like, "Oh, it don't bother me. I don't care."
Right.
Like
that's persona.
Yeah, that's just you letting your pride and your ego talk, man. Like. And that sucks. Like I know that hurts.
Right.
Just to build something up. Like I'll use an example of my life that's like even like minuscule to like what he's going through. Like if I also do like art projects, quote unquote, on the side, whether it be with like woodworking or metalworking, canvas painting, spray paint, all that stuff. I'll do pieces and all that.
The stuff behind him, besides the one on that side, because that's the daughters.
Yeah.
The other stuff is.
Yeah, this funky stuff.
Yeah.
Back here. These are just some experiments. They'll get switched out randomly. Y'all see. I just come up with different stuff and want to do it. But I understand it's like even like building up a job like for like one client that you're doing, and then it gets like yoinked from you, and it's like, dude, like I spent like all this time, all this dedication, like I'm never gonna get all that back, you
Right.
know. And I spent money on resources that I can't return,
Right.
you
And just that
know.
creativity that you've put into it, the
Yeah, it drains
time
you.
and the effort. Exactly. It does. It takes a lot for you to be able to do that kind of stuff. And I mean, especially for you because of the other sicknesses and stuff that you have to deal with. So,
Right, right.
again, but also because he does deal with a mental health issue. So, having something like that ripped away from him like that while dealing with mental health issues is something that you can relate to, like that you have to deal with your sickness and then stuff like that happens and it's just it's it's horrible.
It is. It really is. It sucks, and people need to, I get it. I get it. You get your playground fun. You get your little jabs in there. Like whatever. Like it. He's a celebrity.
Right.
It comes with the territory.
It does. It does.
You
And he
put yourself
expects
out
it.
there. You got to be able to take a few little jabs.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can.
Yeah. For the
For the
most
most
part, he
part.
can. But it like still like people that are going like hardcore. I'm like, back off, bro. He's obviously going through some stuff.
Right.
So like,
Right.
come on.
I'm
Like,
sorry. Like he's been through a lot. We've just all gone through COVID. Like everyone's mental health right now is a struggle. And we all really have got to be more kind to each other because you do not know what people are going through
but
on
that's
the
like what it
inside.
did, dude. Like it fucked us up those
It
like
did.
last 2 years.
It
Like it
really
made us like
did.
fucking nasty.
Yeah, it did. And
Like as a society, we got like nastier.
yeah, you do. There is just something like I've heard like a few like things where it's just like that like COVID like brain or like
Yeah,
that like
like you still get like
isolation.
COVID fog and
Right.
shit.
Like I don't know, like it was something and it did change a lot and it did affect a lot of people's mental health. And so right now we all should be gathering around each other to help one another with mental health, with
Exactly.
inflation, with all of the war and all of the stuff that is going on. Like there is
The stuff that's
no
not on the
reason.
shelves, like now's
Right.
the time for us to be Americans and
Exactly.
like band
Band
together.
together.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
brothers and sisters in arms.
Why are
Like
we still attacking each other? I don't understand it.
I don't either, man. It's like 2022. Like perfect America. Perfect America is like being able to go to your gay friend's wedding and shoot guns. Like that's dope.
Yep.
Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's, we're having a drink, we're being casual.
Yep.
Nobody's judging. Like that's perfect, dude. That's heaven on earth to me.
Right. No
Like
judge.
everybody just chill
Just
the fuck
acceptance.
out.
Exactly. Just chill.
It's like, dude, like we've like, yeah, I mean, because like honestly, we've kind of like done like everything. Now it's just let's make it all better.
Right.
But like instead, we're choosing
Violence.
divide more.
Yeah.
And more violence.
Right now is really a great time for Americans to show why we are Americans and why we are a great country.
Yeah.
And banding together and helping one another. And like we said in the podcast yesterday with the homelessness, which we still are going to do a future one. So, but still, like, band together. We have all the resources here in America to help America. We should not be in the state that we're in. And it's just sad to see that we are still being divided for no reason because there's absolutely no reason we should be divided by your sexual orientation, by the color of your skin, by whatever it is that you believe in. At the end of the day, we are all humans and we are all people and we should all just be loving and kind to one another. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
It is like it's 2022, man. Like let's start working on some like Star Wars shit.
Right.
Why am I not traveling in my own Millennium Falcon?
I
right
know.
now?
I want my flying car. Like, what in the world?
What the fuck, guys?
Like, at least the flying car. Like, at least.
But I mean, I get it because it has to do a lot with like the people that we have running the show right now.
Right.
Like the people that are running the show, they're running some fuck shit.
Right, I know.
That's all we can say. And for a good majority of people, they're they're looking for somebody to tell them what to do, what to think, what's the right thing to do. Because I mean, like, innately, people are good. They just want good for other people. But man, fear is a big fucking tool, man.
Which I think is what happened.
That comes with a big stick.
Right, and I kind of feel like that's what happened between Yeezy and Timpool too. I kind of do feel like maybe Timpool had a fear of saying and being judged or being banned or deplatformed, whatever. He didn't want that backlash for saying what it was that Yeezy wanted him to say, which we need to bring up so people can figure out what we're talking about here.
Yeah, we'll bring it up on the deal once the show gets like super kicked off. You know, we're just riffing, but yeah, I mean, but I get where Timpool is coming from too. Like he's, you know, he is a big production on like YouTube, you know, and he has a lot of people working for him.
Right, he has a lot.
That's a lot of mouths to feed, and yes, if you have a YouTube channel that does well, you can be very lucrative.
Right.
So I'm sure the people that are even on his show, they do well too.
Right.
And I'm sure they have other hands they got to grease and other mouths they got to feed as well. And I'm sure every time that he goes onto his show, that's probably in the back. That probably comes from the back of his mind to the front for like a split second.
Right.
It's like, watch what you're doing.
Yep.
You know? And it sucks like that we live in a society like that, you know, again, because it's fear. One way to combat that would be to, you know, the platforms that are doing this, get away from them. Until they stop.
Yeah.
Rebuke them until they correct their ways.
Yeah. That's why we should try and get to Rumble.
Yeah, we're trying to get on to Rumble.
There's over on Rumble too, guys.
Yeah, we're on Rumble as well, everybody. If you want to go over to Samaroshi at rumble.com.
Right. It's going to be a better platform. We're trying to build
our following over there as well. And we'll actually be able to do more fun.
More freedom.
More fun podcasts. Be able to talk more and really delve into like real like major issues and things that because like as far as like my news, I don't listen to mainstream media that often. I'll glance at it, but I understand propaganda very well and how it works. I'm a history major from college. I have a teaching degree in history. And from a history standpoint, yeah, I understand how propaganda works and how easily people are manipulated. But I like to get my information from non-biased sources that hold the left and the right and the center accountable, you know, because that is what I firmly believe, that people are just people and all this division is stupid, you know.
It is,
you know, like people just need to be held accountable, you know. It's hard to even like group people together and shit like that, you know. Not everybody's like that that's in that grouping,
right?
You know, we're all individual.
That we are, and it's just it's I don't know, it's really frustrating with how everything is just going right now.
Yeah, it is, but hopefully people are starting to wake up more. People are starting to understand what's going on and wanting to see changes and everything like that. And it's probably honestly because the shelves with the food being like so bare. Like hunger will cut bullshit out like so quick.
Seriously,
like,
yeah.
Like nope, stop that shit right now.
For real though.
But yeah, we're gonna get into all that in depth. But we kind of have like a surprise, I guess you could say, thing to talk about. And it's so disappointing to even have to talk about this shit. They released the second trailer for Super Mario Brothers today.
We're so excited.
Let me tell you something right now. Just listen. Just listen. Okay, just listen real quick. Mario is so substantial in mine and my wife's life and
Really?
relationship
And our kids.
and our kids and our children. We fucking love Mario.
Oh my god, it's so nice.
Mario Kart 64. Alex, if you're watching, yeah, baby. Like 180,000 races and oh, bitch. He beat the people's champ. But Mario is like, it's the shit, man. I love it. Especially whenever we were my favorite one that we did wasn't the new one on the Switch. It was the one we did on the Wii. Where we had was it the Wii or was it the Switch? The one with Bowser at the end where we had to like
It was the Wii.
The Wii?
Yeah.
Where he gets like huge.
Mm-hmm. I believe it was the Wii.
That it was the Wii.
I think because like wasn't it in the Yellow House?
Was it in the?
I don't know.
In the Yellow House.
I don't know. I don't remember. Ooh, I don't know.
I don't remember either.
That game was so fun. I'm pretty sure it was on the regular Wii though.
Yeah, I think it was too. That was my favorite Mario game that we played. I love that one. And you had to fucking do it.
I know. That was so scary. I thought I was going to lose it at the end. Oh my god, that was like the most intense thing ever trying to finish that, but got it.
Mario is an anomaly in our house too. Because like me, I can jump on like a first person shooter, jump on some Zelda, get God of War. I'll figure them puzzles out, bro. Like, I will get that game cranked out.
Oh my god, they're so confusing. There's absolutely no way.
But fucking Mario, I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. You know?
Whatever. You're still good.
Like, not really, dude. Like, whenever I gotta sit there and I'm playing with you, and you're like, fucking like, oh yeah, like look at my inventory. I'm like, I can't fucking die. I'm pretty much like God in this game.
Oh, whatever.
You fucking carried at the end of that. We wouldn't have beat that game if you didn't do it. I kept fucking dying.
I know.
I kept dying right before we get to the flag because I couldn't make that fucking jump.
But you always found like the 1-ups for us for the lives.
Oh yeah.
You're always good at like getting all that stuff because we died a lot.
Yeah, it just comes with the territory of Mario. You just
oh my god, it was so level. What is it? 8? What for Bowser's Castle, the very last one?
Yeah, I think it was
the fire.
8 or 9.
I don't know. Whatever the fire island always is for the very last one. That is always the hardest level to do. Doing the ships and all that stuff, but it is my favorite. Them ships
will give you PTSD.
Oh my god. Those little what were those little things that would pop up to throw
and they look like they were like in those scissor jack things.
Yeah,
like they had like the cap on.
Yeah, it looks like they have the trash can lid. They look like little chipmunks or
like
something.
The wrench or something. What did they even throw at us?
I don't know.
What was that shit?
I don't know. I was
like
just
bones or a wrench or something.
Probably. I always just thought it was like ninja throwing knives. I don't know.
The Mario knife.
I don't know. I don't know. Why would that be in there?
Mario, fuck are you? You know? Like, but Mario is like super. It's super important in our house. We love the games. I love, and even the merch and like the memorabilia and shit like that. Because I want to get our oldest daughter. She wants the Boo Ghost. She was telling me that the other day. Whenever we were at the store, that Boo Ghost was in that one section over there. And she was saying that it's a little Boo Ghost. It's probably like yay big, you know, probably about like that big, I would say. And then yeah, she wants that. It glows pretty good. I think it makes a sound effect too.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. That whatever
it was. I don't know what I don't remember which one it made, but I think it makes the sound effect as well. But yeah, I want to get that for her for Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, we all love Mario. He has been playing since it came out. Like me and my sisters played on that thing all day long on the TV. That was a square on the floor, you know, the box TVs, and I still have our Nintendo. It's in our closet. We just got to get the firing pin. Really got to do that so we can like play some like actual like
because we have We have a Super
original.
Nintendo, like an original Super Nintendo.
It's the one that we've had since my parents bought it. Like when it
That's
first
the one
came
that your
out.
mom and dad bought.
Yeah, when it first came out, like we've had that since like the when was it, the
like,
80s or
90s?
90s?
Found it and
Oh,
like, bought it.
no.
Holy shit! So that's like original box,
Right.
Fuck.
We've had that our entire lives, I feel like. I know my sister was like, "How did you get it?" I'm like, "I have no idea."
Damn, baby, we over here sitting on a motherfucking gold mine.
I don't know. Who calls it?
But yeah, if you know those systems and you played them and stuff, there's a deal in it, and it's literally like a little. It looks like a little like brass rod.
Right.
It looks like a little like brass like solid tube, and it's called a firing pin. And we just have to get that replaced in it, and it fucking works. It works fine because they tested it at a store. And we would have done. Weren't we going to do it that day? But they didn't have them.
Right. It's hard to get. Or
it's hard to get.
Back then, I don't know, or the store that
now
we were at,
be
maybe because it was a small store.
Fuck, you can't. It seems like, especially if you go into like a big city, like downtown, and like the like hip area, you can't throw a fucking rock without hitting one of those like retro like stores and all that shit.
Which is nice. Hey, I'm not hating on it. I love going to those. They have some really cool stuff in them.
But like also like people got to realize too, it wasn't like that.
No.
Like growing up, it wasn't like that. Like we didn't have like Mario like tables and like mushroom seats and like the question mark like shelves and shit. Like nobody had that shit.
No.
Our fucking rooms with his wood paneling bullshit.
Yeah, and then like the movie that we got whenever Mario was like super hype, the live action one, that was okay, but I low key love it. I do. It's a horrible movie, but it's hilarious.
What?
I do. It is just one of those things that just remind me of my childhood. That just take me to my childhood. It just reminds me of watching that and eating like SpaghettiOs or something.
Okay, like everybody in the world is entitled to a bad movie. Everybody is entitled to one bad movie. No one in this universe, in the metaverse, is entitled to that movie.
Oh, hush.
No
yes.
one.
It's funny.
I have no idea what that movie was about.
No, yeah, it was absolutely horrible.
That was not Mario.
No, it was not Mario.
That was two dudes on an acid trip named Mario and Luigi.
Yes.
And they just happened to be plumbers.
See, it's going to be just like this. To class it as like a Mario movie. No, it's not a Mario movie. It's going to be this whole separate thing.
Yep. Because
this is, you can't like, this is going
to throw that woke bullshit on there, man. Like Mario's the hero, bro. Mario's the hero.
Right.
He's the dude. He goes and saves the fucking day. Like, Mario's so awesome, Luigi sucks next to him. You know? Like, he's the dude. So, like, they released this new trailer, and we're going to watch it. I'm going to pull it up. We're going to watch it. And, you know, that way everybody can see it, see why I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, y'all got to fuck with Mario like that. So, like, what I'm getting from the gist of this movie is Mario is pretty much going to be a complete bumbling, dribbling idiot, you know, and Peach is going to be this super know-how, super athletic, super warrior, way better than Mario. She really doesn't even need him. He's just here for comic relief, super badass princess.
Right.
And it's like, no, there is nothing wrong with you being a girl, getting kidnapped by a big ass scary dinosaur, and then the fucking overweight plumber comes and saves you. There is nothing wrong with that.
Classic Mario.
It's classic Mario, dog. Classic fucking Mario. Like, it's crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and play this. We're gonna get into it. Hey, Oop's watching. What up, Oop?
Hi.
But we're gonna get into this. This one's from Universal Pictures Australia. I don't think we'll get in trouble I don't think we'll get flagged for using that one, will we?
Oh.
Fuck it. Fucky man. Fucky man. Fucky. Alright, let's do this. Pull this shit up. I guess go subscribe to Universal.
Is it playing or can because I hear that in my headphones, so can they hear it?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
All right.
Man, I was super hyped on this part.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, he would do that to Mario.
Okay, yes, in context, DK would beat the fuck out of Mario. He would like literally grab his face like that and then slam him to the ground and then just continue to beat the piss out of him. Okay? So, like, that's cool. Like, that's whatever, you know? Like, that's whatever. This isn't my issue with the deal, with the thing. Okay? We're getting to that.
If you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Wow, yay.
But there's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
You think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Can we just take a second though to say like how good
Oh my gosh.
like, the characters look?
It
and everything?
does. It looks
Like,
so good.
First trailer out the gate that they had, I was
So
so
hyped.
fucking hyped.
So
I was
hyped.
so hyped for this.
It
movie.
looks so good.
It looked so good. Like Bowser, even in this shot, he looks so good. Like Luigi looks great. The Mushroom Kingdom and all that from what just
Oh,
the
it
few
looks
shots that
so
we've seen so far.
fun.
Like it looks great.
Oh,
man.
it looks so, I want to go hop on the mushrooms.
Yeah, like I just want to like yeah, I want to like my TV to be liquid and let me like dive through.
Yeah.
You know? Looks
Bowser
dope.
is coming. Together, we
Here we go.
are going to stop
Like here we go. Here we go. We're starting that bullshit.
that monster.
Wow, look at us. We're adorable.
They are adorable.
No problem.
See, it's just like a montage of him being a dumbass, you know, and then her rolling her eyes.
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now! Ah! Get it off, get it off, get it off!
Oh, got the fish stuck to me. Oh, God forbid that the fish get stuck to Peach and they have like an interaction together that's like really comical and like brings them close. Nah, the women can't. They can't get hurt. They're way too strong for that stupid shit. Like that was a dope shot.
I love how they did that.
Yeah, the fire thing is
Yes.
cool. All the Yoshis. This shit looks so good.
So good.
It looks so good.
No pressure.
They even brought the carts in, dude. They got the carts.
Oh.
Like, come on, y'all got everything there. Except story. No story. And Rainbow Road. Come on.
It's so cool looking. I love it.
Like this movie is like nutting nostalgia, just like
It
in your
is.
mouth.
It really is.
It is like, oh my god. Like, but the story just turns me off from it so much. I'm not going to spend money to go watch this shit. You can take your girls. I won't watch. I'll go fishing or something. I'll go hunting, go fishing, go do something. I love that shit. It sounded good too. The Yahoo even sounded good.
I love it.
Like the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, because it comes out in April. I probably still will to go take take the
I
girls
mean, for you know.
because I love how the animation looks, and I just love Mario, and I'm excited that there might be an actual like good animation, something that's actual like looks like the game of Mario coming out.
Yeah.
So like I want to see it, and it's like, but then it's like, yeah, I get like why go support it if you don't want that kind of agenda pushed, you know?
I don't.
Right.
You know, I mean, because I don't know, like, you're their mother, you know, like I teach our daughters how to like defend themselves,
Right.
you know, but I also teach them reality. Like, no, if you're like 100 pounds, even if you know how to like box or do judo or jujitsu or anything like that, you can't take on a 200-pound man, 180-pound man. You can't. It's literally fucking impossible.
Right.
You know, like, you can shoot them, but you like physical fight, like, no. So, and it's just this agenda that they're pushing with towards men, especially white males.
I don't like how they're making Mario seem like an idiot.
No.
I don't like that because he is the hero.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, later on in the games, they try to make, like, in, like, other games, Peach starts, like, in, basically, I think only in, like,
It was like
Yoshi.
from like the Wii. It was like from like the Wii up.
Yeah.
Like they made it to where Peach can be like a playable character.
Right, and where she's, like, actually getting to be involved in the missions and stuff like that, which I did enjoy. I liked being able to grab her as a character.
Right.
Because I was a girl, and it was like, ooh, this is cool. And she got to do extra stuff with the umbrella, and her skirt was like a parachute. And so it was like, it was cool to have her as it, but it was like Mario's still, you know, Mario's the hero.
He's the leader.
He's the one
hero.
that figures it out.
It's literally called Super Mario.
Yeah, yeah.
But he, I don't know, dude. He fucking, and it's not even the fact that like they're trying to portray Peach as like this strong, fearless leader. Like, that's cool, do that, but like, why do you have to make a male look so stupid,
right?
And sub to a woman,
right.
Like a little cuck.
Like, we do need to stop feminizing our men who do not want to be feminized. Like, yes, if you want to be feminized as a man, that's your choice.
Yeah, that's your prerogative.
Go for it.
Man.
But that's not what we need to push for every single man out there. What these young men that's growing up right now that don't want to grow up to be a feminist, why is that the only role models we're putting out there for them? Where are these strong male role models for the young men who want to be men?
Yeah, exactly.
Where they're now it's becoming an opposite problem to where our young men and women who want to be like strong young men and women, like, whatever, you can learn the other way too. I'm not saying anything like that. Like, do what you want to do and you can learn how to do it, but we need them to be represented in the media as well. And that is starting to become something that is not being present anymore, because every single one of our male dominant figures are being switched for female characters. And okay, whatever, I know we're trying to make sure women know that we are empowered. Guess what? I'm a woman. I know I'm empowered. I don't need every single movie out there to tell me that I can save myself. Hello, I'm a person. I can save myself. I don't need a man to take care of myself. No. If it comes down to it, yes, we're smart creatures. I can take down a 200-pound man in a different type of way. Like, it won't take a physical thing. I can do it a different way. Mm-hmm. Whatever. We're all people. Like, what the heck? Like, where is the now it's coming to be where that representation that was being fought for is now being taken away from another generation, another type of thing, and something else, another core thing that still needs to be there.
Yeah, why can't why couldn't they do like a story where Peach is a fearless leader and she, is capable and independent, all this shit that they want her to be. And then there's Mario. Who's fucking Mario? He's capable, he's independent, he's fucking Mario, he's smart. And then it's like, hey, you're a good, capable human being. I'm a good, capable human being. Let's work together to kick this big dinosaur's ass.
Right.
Like, promote unity.
Right. Why does it have to be one or the other? Why do we have to make one of the sexes look weaker than the other? Like, there's absolutely no reason for it. Why are we downplaying and making somebody feel bad for what they were born for, what they want to be, even if they weren't born that way? Whatever. Go do it. Who cares? Go be you. But why are we going to sit there and downplay something that somebody else is wanting to do? Like, just because, we're don't want to go one way doesn't mean that we are now wrong. If we have a more traditional view of marriage, of life, or whatever, and I have many family members who I love very dear who are in that community, and I absolutely love them, and I will fight for them, and I stand up for them 100%, and they absolutely know that. And I have done it time and time again, and I will continue to do it, because they are my loved ones, because they are my people. It doesn't matter what they want. It doesn't matter who they are, like who they are trying, like who they love, if my sister said she wanted to transition and go into a male, all right, more power to you, sister. I don't care.
Luck. It does not affect my life.
It does not. And I'm going to love you the same no matter what it is that you're doing. So, again, why are we sitting here taking away that male dominant role when we have naturally born men who want to be alpha males when they grow up, who's now not going to have that representation in our media, because now every time there's some kind of superhero type of movie that comes out that used to be a male dominant figure, they're being replaced by a woman, and the males are all being played dumb and downplayed and like made to look idiots. Like, our men are not stupid, our women are not stupid, so stop downplaying both genders. Where neither one of us are weak, neither one of us are stupid, so stop.
It does. It needs to, like, I couldn't imagine growing up as a young man in like today's society, and
Be confusing.
It would, because like just even my whole process and everything, as a human, not just a man, but as like a human, of course I want to challenge myself. I want to grow. I want to learn. I want to be successful in certain aspects of life. Whatever ventures I try to go down, I want them to be successful. And I do want people to be proud of me, especially my family. But that's the big thing that I wanted. I wanted a family. I wanted a wife. I wanted kids.
Exactly.
I wanted to be the head of my household, not as a ruler,
right?
More as like a protector, a guide,
right?
Yeah. Like, I love my my daughters. Neither one of them are teenagers, but I mean, they're not little. They're not like 4 or 5 or anything.
Right.
Neither one of them are teenagers. And they'll even tell me sometimes, like, "Oh no, Dad, like, no, that's crazy." I'm like, "What, really?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I guess so." And it'll because I'm not like, "Oh, shut your mouth, I'm the dad. Like, everything I say goes."
No, not at all. They have their own opinion. They're their own people. That's our whole point. We're all our own people.
Rule the roost, though.
No,
either.
not at all. They know. Like,
they understand the pecking order.
Yeah,
they do.
do.
If you want to call it that, they understand.
But also, they're just respectful
the
kids. They're respectful children. They respect their elders. They
really do.
They understand that they are children and they are still growing. They're still learning. And they are learning from those above them, but they also have to ask questions. They have to have their own opinion, their own voices, so that they can form their own thoughts and their own opinions and not just go off of what mom and dad say. We don't force our values on our children or our opinions. And also all of this woke agenda stuff that is going on, even in the Disney media, that don't also totally agree with.
Yeah.
That where all of our children's Disney shows, I'm now having to explain to my children, which mine do know anyways because of people in my family or whatever, because of my sister and whatever.
Yeah, they've always understood.
They've always understood, but family members who don't have anybody in their immediate family who is not gay in any kind of way or goes and has a lifestyle like that, they're now having to watch these Disney channels because they're going to have a conversation with their child that they are not ready to or might not even understand themselves. So how are they supposed to now have to explain what their children are seeing on a Disney show to their children?
Yeah.
It's not right. This is all supposed to be safe and kid friendly. And yes, our children have their own rights and their own opinions. And if that's what they want to go and they want to do, that's their choice. And that's their right. We're not going to block them. We're not going to whatever, But why do we have to cram it down their throat? Like that's their only option.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's starting to feel like, that is just their only option. And that if they don't go down that road or that lifestyle, then they're the ones that are now going to be shamed.
Yeah, or they'll grow up thinking that they're wrong.
Right.
And even but that's the thing is like even when I was growing up back then, gay people didn't bother me,
Not at all.
you know? They don't it like if who you choose to be with, it doesn't affect my light bill.
No.
It doesn't affect my gas bill. It doesn't affect my paycheck. So I don't really care what you do behind closed doors.
Like, are you happy?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, are you happy?
And that's all that matters. Why do you care what other people think, and why does it have to be so forced to be accepted onto everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone should just mind their business and just be Christ-like. If the person is happy, be happy for them.
Yeah.
If they're not, pray for them.
Yeah.
And hope that they find whatever way that they're going. If they're having that trouble of not knowing if they want to do that transition or not, then just pray for them to hope that they find the answers to whichever road they're going down. Why are you going to sit there and judge them on either way?
Yeah, I know.
It's their journey. It's their life.
Yeah, let them just do their thing, man. Like we're all figuring shit out.
Because, remember, God says, come as you are, leave it at the door. So whatever you do on this life, you can leave it at the door when you get there.
Yep.
So whatever, all these, like, I know there's a lot where it's like, I don't know. Sorry, honey, if I'm going into a whole different segment, but like,
My ass was getting sore.
like a whole churches do like put such a bad like stigma or whatever, like where it's like if you're gay you go to hell or whatever. It's such like it's like, no, God says come as you are.
That's fucking crazy.
That's yeah, don't listen to that stuff.
if someone tells you as long as you're not like loving, because the Bible does strictly say not to love children or animals.
Do not touch children or animals.
Yep. But like man, woman, I really don't think it's as big of a deal as we're making it out to be.
I don't know. I don't think so either.
I really don't think so at all.
I don't think so.
Because one thing I will say before we get into the Liver King thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to say like the Bible's very wordy. You
right.
know, it's very, you have to pay attention to the words. You got to take it to this. You got to take it to that. One thing that's always stuck out with me in the book of Revelation, whenever God comes back, it says man will be with man in bed. And then people can make the argument, we're talking about mankind. Okay, well, in the very next, literally the very next line, woman shall be with woman in the field. One will stay, one will go.
Yep.
So I've always kind of like looked at that as like, yeah, God probably knows we're going to be doing like
stuff that wasn't like,
that wasn't like prevalent like back then.
Right. And that's why they also said like when Jesus was here, it was like, hey, like what I say to you now you're not going to understand it because I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the future. I mean, he was talking to us, future generations, because like, to me, that's how I always looked at it, is that because he knew how the evolution or evolvement that we were going to go through and where we would be at the end. And whenever it came closer, we would end up being like this, and he was cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say like if he's cool with it, if
right?
He's not cool with it.
We have no idea.
I don't think he makes as big of a deal out of it as we do. Because I believe that there's a lot more going on, than just who you want to lay down next to in bed every night. There's a lot more going on with that. So I think we are the ones that kind of like make like the big deal about all that stuff. And it's almost whenever we do, and we like to throw God into the mix of it, it's like you're putting him in a box,
right?
You're making him fit your parameters,
right? What
you've set out,
right?
You got to go to it with like an open mind.
You do,
and that's why you have to be speaking in that. That's actually a pretty good transition. You have to be open minded, and you have to accept the fact that yes, sometimes your hero might be lying to you.
Right.
Liver King.
Oh, I was so disappointed. I'm not
surprised.
surprised.
Pull up some pictures of this dude?
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Pull up some pictures.
We need pictures of him.
let's get on the Googler and pull up some pictures of this dude. And off the rip, y'all can think like right off the rip what you think about this broski. To me, no. So we'll pull up that picture. Let me get to the other screen for everybody. All right. So we got him like right here, dude. This is Liver King. His real name is like Brian, like Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah, I believe it's
Or something
Johnson.
like that. But that's neither here nor there because he had literally said himself that he killed that guy.
And ate
he's
him,
dead.
right?
I
He
think
ate him.
I think he ate him. That's how he got
Okay.
the abs in the stomach.
Uh-huh.
That's Brian. That's Brian down there.
Oh.
He's all them abs. You
Oh,
know?
yep, all of them. See, they don't look right.
Yeah, but this is actually a pretty good picture to like talk about like with this though, because if you look, with the way that his abs look in this picture, the center picture.
Yeah, that one's fine.
But they shape differently. When you have
Yeah.
ab implants, whether you're sitting up straight, you're crunching forward, or you're arching like backwards,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. They will stay
Stay.
the same shape and they will look the same and they'll have the same consistency. What this guy's got is insulin gut.
Oh, okay.
He's got insulin gut.
That makes sense.
And as a damn near 20-year diabetic, I can tell you right now, doing a smart carb load and an insulin dump, great way to get shredded, but it gives you puff gut. It gives you turtle shell gut. It's happened to me plenty of times. And I just do it by accident.
Yeah, just to
You
manage
know?
your sugar.
Yeah, I'll eat something that's like, it's like, oh shit, that was a little more starchy than I wanted it to be, and it'll cause me to have an insulin spike. So I will have to give myself more insulin through my pump. And whenever I come back down, you get like that like little bloat or whatever, It's a great way to manipulate the fat in your body.
Right. So, and is usually something that people who go on to steroids, they usually include insulin into their stack or whatever, their cycle.
Yeah, like whenever they're at like the end of their like shit, they will go on like an insulin. They'll go on insulin so they can like carb load more. And while you're cutting, so you can have more energy to get through your workouts and everything like that. But then you're not going to be punished by taking on so many carbs and fats and things like that.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like the shit like people go through. But this dude, though, his name is Liver King, and he claims that he has achieved this 1%er physique. Claimed it, because now we have receipts of he's a fucking liar.
Right.
But he used to claim that he did this all by primal living and eating bone marrow, bull testicles, and liver.
Yeah.
So take it as you will, man. As soon as I heard his shtick, I fucking laughed.
Right.
This dude is the biggest bullshitter I've ever seen in my life. I'm just waiting for this shit to blow up in his face. I didn't think it happened in like a year. Fuck.
Oh my
I
gosh,
figured he'd
yeah.
crank out like half a decade.
Right.
I thought we were gonna be dealing with this dude for like half a decade.
And because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like this dude
Literally
was
came out of nowhere.
literally like a comet. Like he just like fucking blew up. But he had a plan. He had a plan, and
Right.
we show it in the receipts. We're gonna show you a video.
We understand why he came out of nowhere now.
Yeah, we understand. I never got like why the fuck. I always figured he was like a trust fund kid,
Right.
and it makes sense. He's probably a trust fund kid,
Uh-huh.
And then he was already successful with those like supplements and shit. But
Right.
then he started juicing and everything because he had to become the face of it, So he becomes the face of it, starts juicing. Oh, I do all this naturally, bro. You can do it too by buying my supplements, by eating the diet like I am. Like, fuck, like the way you live, you're stupid. Like, really, what happened to like the nuclear diet, bro? Of like a well-rounded,
Right.
You're getting your fruits, your good white starches, your meats, and a little bit of like your vegetable and grain for some filler. Like, what the fuck happened to that?
Right.
Because you got micronutrients and Like, don't get me wrong, you get a ton of nutrients from liver. Like, yes, I strongly suggest that you incorporate liver into your diet at least like once or twice a month.
Right.
You know, eat liver like once a month, because it's packed with like tons of like B vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C. It is crazy. It helps your immune system. It is a crazy organ to eat. So yes, there is truth in the shit that he says. Like, yeah, like eating liver and stuff it's really good for you. But like, are you gonna fucking look like this? No, dude, no. You are not going to look like that unless you bust open the Capri Suns and you start sipping on it, dude. Like, you are not going to look like that. So, he's always claimed that that's what he's done. He's just done these intense workouts, which, if you go watch his workouts, they are intense.
Very intense.
I am not saying that he is lazy and all this other shit.
He is
does
very
not
strong.
Put in the work.
Right.
But again, he needs to be transparent with people, because people will eat like that, take his supplements, and watch his workouts and do them for weeks. And yeah, that is he's gonna be hurting in like 5-10 years. He's gonna be really hurting, really hurting, like Ronnie Coleman hurting. You know?
Oh no.
Yeah, steroids destroy you, dude.
Yeah.
But also too, high intensity workouts like that at such a high frequency. You know, no rest, 6 days on, 2 times a day. Regular person doing that without the help of juice. You're going to be doing it while you're sore, while you should be recovering, and you're not going to be doing it. You're going to be trying to be liver king, man. I
Right.
gotta get juicy, and all you're doing is just fucking yourself up. And you're never ever going to look like that, like ever. Like, and think about it too, man. If you truly understand fitness and working out and everything around that, then you truly understand that diet is 80% of it. Okay? If you were to strictly eat just meat and gain a fuckload of weight and maintain that weight while doing like Liver King does, traveling, going on podcasts, creating content, editing videos, working out twice a day, 6 days a week, walking 10 miles on his off days. Like, you have to realize, like, oh yeah, there's no time in the day to eat all that food. Strictly just meat. Like, you would have to eat pounds of meat and organs daily to gain weight. That's why in bulking, you carb load. You go more carb heavy and introduce good fats into your diet, because you can eat a reasonable amount of food and gain the calorie surplus that you're looking for. With meat, you're going to have to eat an ungodly amount of it. Like, you're going to get sick. And then to do that while he's doing everything that he's doing, dude, it's like, come on, just start saying it until it makes sense.
Right.
Just keep repeating that information and you'll get it. You know?
Just think the shot, like how tired, like he has got to be so exhausted.
Oh, he's got to be like gassed.
Like he
all
has
the
to be
time.
like how Joe Rogan
He's probably
says,
on, like, coke a little bit,
or like
he might be on coke a little bit.
Right, that's true. That's oh. But you know how like Joe Rogan says he'll has the IVs of like the stuff he needs for like after like his long nights whenever he has to go on a
whenever
show.
he went on that tour with Chappelle.
Yes, yeah.
And they went on that tour with Chappelle, and they got like an IV drip of like B vitamins and like all this other shit, getting like right off like the PJ, coming right into like the fucking airport. They got him waiting there with beds. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He probably does do something.
Yeah.
I mean, he
for the lifestyle
especially
he
now-
leads,
especially now, he
his
makes a lot of
age.
money. Yeah, his age. That's another thing to consider, everybody. Once you get into your 40s, your mid 40s, your testosterone and human growth hormone dumps off dramatically. So I'll tell you, I will tell you this right now. Anybody that is over the age of, let's give a safe number. I would say 40, but let's just say 45. Anybody over the age of 45 that looks fucking yoked and they say that they take nothing, walk away from that person. They are a fucking liar.
Right.
They're a fucking liar. So this video here is, this guy is great. His name is Derek, and he's from this show called More Plates, More Dates. and this dude has Death Star fucking delts.
Yeah.
Like, he's big,
huge.
but he is transparent. He has taken, I don't know if he's on anything right now, but he has taken things in the past, and he's transparent with everybody. He lets them know their cycle, but he also lets everybody know how dangerous it is.
Right.
Because he's done videos on medical problems that he's had, where like I remember one he had where his like hamstring swelled up, or no, his quad swelled up, and it was like super fucking hot and infected. And he went to the emergency room, and the doctor got a scalpel and poked it, and it fucking shot pus out. And it was from injecting juice into his fucking leg.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Yeah, dude.
That is so gross. Ugh.
So this is, yeah, his name is Brian Johnson. Holy shit, babe. I can't believe you fucking remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that.
Because it
I'm like,
reminds me of
I'm a jabroni.
it reminds me of your uncle. Just, I know the last name is different or whatever, but it's like, you know, so it's like easy to remember.
So these are emails that were acquired between Liver King and someone else. We won't mention names. We can just let y'all see the content and read it. But like I said, this channel is called More Plates, More Dates. If you are into fitness, everything like that, go give this guy a follow. He's great. He gives a lot of great information. And even if not, I highly recommend this. This whole video is like an hour long. I've watched damn near all of it, like 50 minutes of it. But I do recommend that you go watch it because he does a really good job, man.
Of explaining.
Really identified himself.
Yeah,
as
he really
Liver King,
does.
so super interesting stuff and really insightful as to what went into the strategy behind this whole brand from inception, because this is pre-social media push, keep in mind. So stoked, thank you. What's a good date and time for you to have our consultation? I live in the Republic of Texas, Houston. So I am CST,
Of course.
I believe that's 12 hours behind
Texas,
you. This
baby.
is an absolute priority for me. So I will cancel almost anything planned to make this happen with you.
And that's crazy too. You lived in Houston your whole life.
Whole entire life.
Your whole life you lived in Houston. I lived there for 15 years. Our daughters were born there. I have never heard of this dude.
Never.
Like never. And like I said, I've been working out for a long time. I did it professionally with gyms, went to conferences, went to big meetings, everything like that. I have never heard of this dude. And I never saw him until TikTok.
Yeah.
You know? And it's crazy.
My preferred times are 7 a.m., 8 a.m., or 9 a.m. on Wednesday CST, but could easily do 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. almost any evening. And your time, I believe that's 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or 9 p.m. on Thursday, or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. almost any morning of the week. Please check my math on that. Since that's outside of your regular hours, I'm happy to compensate for the trouble. So let's dig right in. As it relates to my goals, I'm the face of several brands, including Ancestral Supplements, which is the handle he used here from his official company email. And I've just hired a team to build the Liver King brand with the goal of 1 million followers by March 2022. That's like wildly specific, and I believe he actually did it before that date, which is crazy because he had 0 followers in June of 2021. So within less than a year, he knew he was going to get...
It's nuts. It's nuts. The extent people will go.
Yeah, he did all this going into it just to build his TikTok following. He did all of this to himself but I know it for his brand and the ultimate goal, like the money and all that kind of stuff. But it's like
right to grow the business,
right to grow all of
like
his
that.
businesses and stuff. It's just like that is so crazy.
But vanity speaking, he wanted this for him,
right?
And it's just crazy, like what people will go through.
1 million followers all around this brand, with the intention of blowing it up from day one. I'm pouring ridiculous resources.
Let's find the part in the video where he actually brings up his stack.
You know, and how he like blew out how it said like he put in like an enormous amount of resources. It's like how much stuff of his did he like sit there and just like boost like constantly and stuff, you know?
Right, like how many ads did he boost? Like how much did he invest into that
testosterone
shit?
Cypionate.
Okay, so basically, this is everything that that he was on before talking to this doctor or script or whatever you want to call it that this person would be, his dealer, whatever. But all these are things that you can get from the right doctor, the right script doctor. You can get these are all over the counter. But this right here is all the shit that he's been taking, man. IGF, CJC, I don't know how to say that one. Omnitrope, Test-Sip, Deca, Winstrol, Test-Sipinate. That one's like that one's super popular. That one's super popular for people to take. He wasn't taking. One thing though is that he wasn't taking crazy amounts of tests. He must have had a lot of like natural testosterone from the meat and everything. But he is shooting some like of that growth into him, man. He is shooting some shit into him. Like it breaks it down in the video further that he's shooting what was it, about 17 units.
Oh, where it breaks down how much money he spends on
and
it.
the money. It's like 11,000 a month.
I think it was 16 vials. I think it was 16.
He went through 16 vials and it ended up like equating to like 17.4 units.
Oh, okay.
Of this growth hormone weekly. Monthly, this shit is costing him $11,000.
And he says it in the video or in the email to the
to
whoever,
the dude.
Yeah, to whoever he was writing to.
So meanwhile, he's doing all this shit and promoting this fucking lifestyle of, yeah, bro, I sleep on the ground and I like don't have any Wi-Fi near me. It's like, wait, you're like filming in your bedroom. So like what? So like he is just a caricature, and it sucks that he spun this and a lot of people fell for it. I mean, you can go look at his business. You can go look at it. It all grew.
It did. He definitely was able to get
it right.
Yeah,
he did it right. But it's just a fucking shame that he had to sit there and lie to people.
Yeah, because people always blatantly asked him if he was on steroids, and every single time he said no, and that these people were crazy, and no, just follow this whatever those steps are. What was it, like 9 steps or
and then
9 things he lives by
for like fun every now and then. It's like
whatever.
Fuck you, dude.
It's like, no, just live by these 9 things and you'll achieve this. I have never been on steroids, and I'm thinking that I probably should, and then I'll become the Hulk. And it's like, okay. How much more steroids can you get to try and become the Hulk?
Need to, lay off them, bro. They're making you fucking stupid.
Right.
It's
like
fucking stupid. But I don't know, man. It's just, you gotta watch out, man. He is nothing more than a jacked snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch out for that.
He was just doing it to sell his company brand, and that was it. And for his ego. But to grow his brand, so he made up this whole lie that he only followed these 9 things to get the way that he did and live this lifestyle and all this stuff. And it's like, man, why do you have to sit there and just why be so deceitful?
And two, another thing that should be a super huge red flag for everybody. Anybody that refers to themselves in the third person, run the fuck away from that. You are probably like a few months away from drinking some Kool-Aid that you can't come back from. Like that shit is so, like if I was sitting around like being like, I don't think so. Samaroshi doesn't think so. Like that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking weird.
That's very weird.
Like, I don't know. It's weird. And if you gave into that shit and didn't get the results that you wanted, I'm sorry. But hopefully this was the lesson. And if you did get caught up, dude, don't feel fucking bad. I did that shit too whenever I was how old was I whenever the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie came out?
I have no idea.
That came out in what, like 2008, 2009, something like that. I was probably like 18, 19. And I remember, because that's how long we've been together. I remember I read that Men's Fitness magazine with Hugh Jackman, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I have a big, I can attribute my physique big time to animal cuts."
Yep, and we started taking those.
Yep. I started taking them bitches. I'm like, fuck, these don't do nothing but like make me gassy.
Oh my god, they were horrible. They made us
gave me,
so
like,
sick.
Such bad gas, like dude, like I was like farting and
Oh my
burping
gosh,
like crazy.
And the thermogenics. I'm sorry, but those are horrible.
Fuck thermogenics.
Those
dude.
are horrible. Made me feel like I was dying.
I'd rather just eat and activate my metabolism and then just go work out.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god.
I would
that
just
was
rather
the
go
worst.
do that. Like thermogenics scare the fuck out of me ever since we got this one. We got this one time. It was called like the Bull.
I don't know.
I don't know. It had a bull on the front of it.
Oh, it did. It did.
And dude, I took this bitch, went to the gym, sweat my ass off, like dripping sweat. I was like, holy shit. Went home, continued to sweat for like 4 hours.
Dude, I think I sweated until the next day.
Like, I'm talking like extremely bad sweating to where I took probably 3 showers. And it was.
But then you're shivering. You're so cold, but you're sweating so bad. I don't know.
So bad.
Unless we just had such a bad batch and we had a horrible reaction to it, because we both did it and we both had like reaction. it was a horrible time, and we never touched it again, and we've never tried another brand because that totally off put us. So unless it was that brand and the batch maybe that we had was bad or whatever, but that was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't even like thermogenics. Well, I mean, we don't even take
we don't do anything
anymore.
Yeah.
We don't do anything like that.
I eat a Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah, that is so weird. Everybody, if you want to go to the gym and get like this sick fucking pump, eat a Rice Krispie treat. Like I'll usually eat one, and it gives me the carbs I need to get me through the workout. That way I don't hit a low with my
you gotta
insulin and everything. But because I always usually snack a little bit before I go and get a workout in, so that I don't bottom out in my sugar levels. But there's something about there's something in Rice Krispie treats or something, and they give you the juiciest, filthiest pumps.
They really do.
It's nasty.
Oh my god.
Man, I want to go get a chest workout in right now.
Dude, I'm going to go eat a Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah, eat a Rice Krispie treat and do like
push-ups.
500 push-ups. But I guess the last thing that we can get into is Yi. But I feel like we kind of like covered him like pretty good.
Yeah, but no one saw what happened.
I mean, you can go look it up yourself. I don't really want to pull up too much.
He just got, he's just going through some stuff, and him going to that podcast.
Pray for him.
Yeah, he's just going through stuff, and again,
Pray
I feel like
for that dude.
Everybody is. I feel like Tim is probably going through some stuff because he went through some stuff with his former podcast member Adam, and
like that little scandal.
Yeah, whatever that was, like 2 weeks ago. So he can still be on like high alert, trying to make sure he's like doing everything right because of like that whole scandal, and then
because he has a lot of people.
He does, and then again making sure because getting censored is a huge problem right now.
Yeah, like you can get canceled for fucking anything.
So I mean, I'm sure he is worried, and there is something that he's like, okay, I'm just not going to say that for my own personal like podcast reasons.
Right.
And then Kanye having, maybe not in the best state of mind right now from all this stuff.
Like he's going through like a manic episode or something right now.
And if that's not what it is, whatever, like we, just going to pray for whatever it is he's going through that is.
Yeah, I hope that he gets better. I don't want to see him do bad and lose his money and get canceled and locked out of all his shit.
Right. And if the people are really messing with him, like he's claiming, and like where people like Timcast will not sit there and talk about it because, then that needs to stop. And, leave him alone. He's been through enough. He's going through enough. Like, why are we adding more onto it? So, like, Timcast, if you knew that he may have came onto your show and said something like that, then you should have, like, like came at him like an adult and like came at like front with him and then like, hey, I can't say this on air because of this thing or whatever.
Right.
Like, can we
right.
like kind of like glaze over? Like, I know it's important to you, but like, I'm going through this. He's an adult. He is a business person. I'm sure he probably would have heard you out, possibly, maybe. I don't
Or
know.
he just would have walked off before
Right.
he got on camera and everything.
And like all that wouldn't have even happened. But maybe you wanted it for the good views as well.
Yeah,
maybe that
you
was a
wanted-
whole.
Maybe you were doing the clout for the controversy.
Exactly.
Maybe. If
Who
so, that's some
knows?
fuck shit.
Right.
That's
That is.
some fuck shit.
Right.
You know?
Or the whole thing. Like, who knows?
Because they had to pregame him. They had to pregame Kanye.
Kanye.
They
Yeah.
had to.
Because he was because it had just started. Right.
I believe went on. Might have been on for like 10, 20 minutes.
Right,
maybe.
right,
I
right.
don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen the clip
Right.
from beginning to end. I know there's a bunch of clips where he shows him just kind of like what, and then he just like walks out. You know, that can be taken out of context. But I have seen the whole clip, and it's that's why I'm not 100% sure of how long into the actual podcast they were in.
Oh, okay.
But you know, still.
That's
Fuck,
sad.
dude. It
Yeah.
sucks. You know, I don't know what he's going through, what he's been going through. Even it might even be just like the people around him or something.
Right.
I feel like he needs to just go away. Just Kanye. Go to the fucking beach, dude. Put your feet in the water. Feel the sand. Breathe it in. Like, dude, you're alive. You got beautiful children. You know? You've made great music. You've changed a lot of lives. You know? Like, just like decompress right now, bro.
Yeah. Go
Like,
worry
just
about yourself.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah. He does.
You
He
know?
needs to try and just go back and center himself and regroup.
He does.
You know?
He really does, man.
Like a lot of times people do just need to stop what it is that they're doing and just go away so they can get a fresh way of thinking and
Yeah.
maybe see something in a different perspective. Because he might be feeling attacked from every single way, but that's not really what's happening. But
Right.
he's in, because he has been diagnosed with mental health issues,
Mm-hmm.
so he could be going through something to where, I mean, we know depression has a horrible,
It can make you do some crazy stuff.
yeah, it makes you think horribly about yourself. I
about
mean,
yourself, about other people.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it
depression is bad. It's a disease.
is an absolute horror disease. And I feel for every single person that goes through it,
Mm-hmm.
like it's absolutely sad, and we can talk about that forever, and
Oh yeah.
obviously if anybody ever needs help, reach out. There's
Make sure you're
always
reaching out.
somebody
Make sure
there.
you're checking on your loved ones. Make sure
Yes.
we're just looking out for everybody. That's what we should be shooting into 2023 with. ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Right.
You know? 2023 ELE.
Everyone matters. That
Everyone matters.
everyone's lives matter. That is going to be
Like we just need to like come together better. Stop all this bullshit. Everything.
yeah.
You know? Because like people are cool, man. And like I said, for the most part, they're good.
Yeah.
You know? I've met a lot of people in life, and I've met like some straight up assholes.
Right.
Like there's just no changing them. Like they're gonna think the way they are, do what they do. You can't stop that, and that's life.
And there is just
You
straight
know?
born evil people like
Yep.
Jeffrey Dahmer and
Yeah,
that
they're not
clown
wired
killer.
right.
Yeah, like there are just some people who are just not wired right. And again, like what get them caught, put them in jail, like those kind of people.
Yeah.
Like
But for the most part, though, most people that I've met in life, they're good. They want to see people happy. They don't want to see anyone in pain. They don't want to see people struggling. And they don't want to see people, being one-upped all the time by something. So, I don't know. I just wish, like, we just all need to be better. We all do.
We do.
I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I have my days where I'm pissed off and I don't want I don't want to deal with anything, but that makes us human. But overall, we need to strive for betterness, you know, because we're living in a great age right now, man. Like we have like so much with like technology and like our means of travel, you know, and like even now with the technology, like our funding, like we can like transport funds like instantly.
Yeah.
You know?
And even like with all like donations and
Mm-hmm.
even just like some these cash apps and Venmo where you can go out with someone and as a group and it's like you can instantly just not have to worry, oh, I gotta go to ATM, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know, and it's like no, we can just all cash app each other to like one person and like it can get paid or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes it's cool, man.
It is. Or
cool.
like sometimes it's just like as a gift. You know, it's like, man, I know you're kind of like, you know, feeling a little down, like, hey, like here's like $10. Go buy you like something from the store or whatever. It just a pick me up for another
Go
person.
get you a Happy Meal.
Right. Yeah,
You
here's
know?
$10. Go get a Happy Meal.
Go
Feel
get a
better.
fucking adult Happy Meal.
Exactly. It's
Chill the
like
fuck
that
out.
little kindness that that we can do for one another really can go a long way in this technology in this age, like you said. It's perfect.
Yeah, like we're honestly living in like such a utopia or a possibility of a utopia that we don't even realize it.
And
You know?
again, just all the hate and all of the division and everything that goes on just keeps us all divided to where we cannot actually achieve it. And if we would just come together, it would really probably create something absolutely beautiful.
I know, because like the other day I was at like the hardware store and I was there with Rue and older gentleman asked me he was like, so what are you? Are you Republican or Democrat? I was like, I'm a human. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He was like,
Right.
like, the fuck you mean, what am I? I'm
Yeah.
a fucking human being, dog. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Why are you even trying to
Like,
give me
what-
some kind of label that I have to
like,
choose from?
Yeah, why do I have to be one of those? Why can't you just be you and I'll be me? And, you know, you sell me this shit and I'll buy it from you and we both go on our way.
Exactly.
Like, why the fuck does everything have to be so like that, like all the time?
But it's crazy. It's like in this time where everyone's like, I don't want to label. I want to do this. I don't want to be named as this. I want to be able to say this. You know, I don't want to be labeled as a girl or a male or whatever. All the stuff that people say, like, do not label me as. But we are in a time where everybody labels each other and puts us in groups more than I think has in my lifetime I have ever seen.
Oh, I've never seen so much segregation.
Right. So it's like
this is crazy.
You have to identify with so much different stuff to have a conversation with people nowadays. It seems like almost in certain areas, it's like, I like in some situations, I don't even understand what some people are saying because I don't go into like.
Yeah, we try to avoid the super controversial shit.
Yeah, or even just yeah, because I don't even like go in and like read like IMO or like all those short terms, all that kind of stuff.
I'm still trying to learn some of them.
Poofing up your hair over there?
Yeah, I guess so. My head was itchy, but you know, teasing it will make it fucking flip.
Yeah, pat it down. Oh gosh, curly hair, just touch it and it goes into a poof ball.
I should do the podcast like this. Be like, what's his name from the Munsters?
Oh my god,
Chewy. But yeah, it's just fuck, man. I wish that we would all just kind of like get along and all that shit. But I think that's gonna do it for the podcast tonight. I feel like we had a good show, man.
Yeah,
I think
hopefully.
this one was pretty good. You know, like I said, keep Kanye in your prayers, man. He's going through some shit. You know, so just keep him in your prayers and stay away from Liver King's bullshit advice. And let me know what y'all think of the Super Mario Brothers trailer, the second one that they've released today. Are you still hyped for the movie? Are you still gonna go try and watch it? Or are you like, fuck, I'm not gonna go watch this, like this agenda being pushed. I just want to go watch like a classic Mario adventure and animated movie, because that's what I want to see. I just wanted to see a classic Mario adventure. I wanted it to be Super Mario 1.
Yeah.
Peach gets kidnapped by Bowser. Mario and Luigi go save the day.
And I want to see all those levels from the original Mario.
Oh,
From,
that'd be dope.
you know?
And little Easter eggs like the flute.
Right. Oh,
You know,
that would be
like, hey,
so
you can
cool.
use this flute to travel faster. Like, that's stupid. You can't use a flute to travel. You know, that would've been funny.
Yeah, that would have been great.
But we'll see. We'll see with more trailers, but I do not have high hopes for this movie, and I'm probably not going to go watch it. Or at least pay to go watch it. I'll wait till it hits streaming services, and then one night just I'll go outside and smoke a doobie and then come in and crank it out for the next hour and a half or 2 hours, you know? So, but let me know down in the comments what y'all think of the second trailer being released. Let me know what y'all think about the whole steroid scandal behind Liver King. If you want to get the whole story, like I said, make sure you go follow More Plates, More Dates, or at least go watch that hour-long video. It's his latest one that he's posting. It was called, what, Liver King Liar?
Oh, yeah. The Liver King lie or something.
Yeah, something like that. But go watch that. And then let me know what y'all think about Kanye walking off another interview with Tim Pool. I hope that y'all enjoyed it.